Hi everyone, we're doing a little video today of how to tune your guitar because you don't want it sounding like this. That is not a good sound to have when you're practicing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go through, well I'm going to go through, is you need to know what your strings are. Okay, so the nearest string to you is an E. Then as we're going further away, it's an A, D, G, B and an E. And the corresponding tuning pegs on this guitar are E, A, D, G, B and E. So these are the tuning pegs that you need to adjust to get your correct tuning. So if you've got a guitar like this where the tuning pegs are all on one side, again it's the same strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, but the order is obviously on one side, E, A, D, G, B, E. Now there's a poem that you can say out loud to help you remember what the actual strings are. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Really simple. So elephants and donkeys grow big ears. For those of you who are on a bass guitar, super lucky. You've only got 4 strings to tune. So that's quite good, isn't it? It's the first 4 strings on the guitar are the same as on the bass. So E, A, D and G. So elephants and donkeys just grow. So elephants and donkeys grow. On the tuning pegs that correspond, E, A, D and G. So there's a couple of tuners that you can use out there. This particular one is called an inline tuner. This is probably the best one that you can get, but again it's not essential. There's some other options. You basically just plug in to the side of it, and the remainder of the lead has to go into the guitar, and then let me just check. So now it's plugged in. I'm going to play the string nearest me, which is an E, and you can see that you've got like an indicator that's swifting right and left. If it goes far over to the right, the note is too sharp, and if you goes to the left, it's too flat. Okay, so we're going to tune the first string, which is the E. So on the inline tuner, you simply play the note, and that is too sharp at the moment. It's gone over to the right. So if you turn the nearest tuning peg towards you, sorry, away from you, you need to make the tone lower to bring it back into the middle. So nice, long, sustained. There we go. It's indicating now that it's green, which means it's in tune. There we go. If I just show you that. So I'm just going to tune the rest of the notes now quickly, but obviously I've shown you how to do the first string and it just follows through with the same. So I'm now going to do my A, it's a bit sharp there. Let's bring that down, turning the peg towards me. There we go, that's done. D. Okay, I need to tune up to a D from a C. And I'm going to keep going. That's really out. Okay, there we go, that one's done. Now we're on G. That's okay, B. And keep going, and E. Okay, that should be in tune now, so let's try and play that track again that I did earlier. I think that sounds a lot better, doesn't it? So this is more than likely the kind of tuner that you may have. It's called a clip-on tuner, and you simply clip it onto the end of your headstock there, tilt it down towards the strings so it can pick up the vibration through the strings for the tuning, and you will need to press it as well for the options dependent on what kind of instrument that you may have. So to operate clip-on tuner, you'll need to hold it down to turn it on, and it goes straight to guitar. So obviously if you're playing a guitar, you need to leave it on that setting. If you're playing bass, you will need to push the button again and wait till the bass symbol comes up for the bass setting basically. If it goes on this feature CRO, which stands for chromatic, I'd take it off that because it's a bit twitchy on that feature. Just going to tune a couple of strings so you can see what happens with the actual tuner. If I play E, and I need to just bring that down a minute, let it ring. I'm turning the peg towards me to just detune it slightly, and it's gone green, and that's what you want. Okay, that's E, and then we're going to do A next. It needs to come down slightly, so oh, there we go. Make sure you let the string ring. Don't repeatedly like that, because usually it doesn't like it, and then you just follow through with the rest of the strings. So if all fails and you haven't got a clip-on tuner or the inline tuner, there is another option whereby you can download a tuner, a guitar tuner. This one that I've got is the Boss guitar tuner. There we go. And it's just a bit like, it's like a pedal, so it's quite cool. So with the tuner that you use on your phone, if I play the E, the same thing, you need to make sure it goes into the green. There we go. Tune the A string, but as you can see, when I'm talking, it's flicking all over the place, this actual tuner, so you're going to need to be in a quiet room. And there we go, that was actually in tune. And that's what you're looking for, the green indicator again. So with the bass guitar, you've got obviously the 4 strings, E, A, D and G. And the tuning pegs are for the lower E, your nearest peg, working away. A is your second peg, D is your third peg, and G, the tuning peg, is the last peg on there, number 4. So as with the other instrument, the guitar, you can still use the inline tuner or the clip-on tuner, but when you're using the phone with a downloaded app, you might find you need to get a little bit nearer to it because of the low tone of the actual instrument itself. So I'm just going to play an E. Okay, and that is too sharp, that's gone to an F. And then we've got the A. So what I'll do is with the A, I'm going to turn the tuning peg towards me because it's too high, so let's turn it towards me. Okay, that's more or less in the green. They are very, very sensitive, and as you can see, I'm talking and it's flashing away. So please make sure you're in a room that's quiet. Okay, that about sums it up. So you will need to make sure you're tuned up before your online lesson. Parents, if you can help, that would be fantastic. It's going to be one of those things, it's a bit of a learning curve. The more you tune, the quicker you will get. So it'll be fun and something for you to learn as well. So this just doesn't just apply for obviously the online sessions that we're running at the moment. It'll be good practice for when the students come back into the sessions. So hope to see you soon and have fun.